Like at first I misheard him. I thought he said like I would have to pay the $450,000, but then he said like no, you're getting paid that amount. Because like Katarina really did change my life.
Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Katarina Sakoshek. I'm a business consultant. I am so excited to show you this video, the long-awaited video on how my client April closed a $450,000 deal. She now has a six-figure business. She's gonna walk you through exactly how she did it, what her experience was like working with me and my team. And without further ado, let's jump in. I can't wait.
Hello.
Oh my goodness, this is going to be the video of the century. I'm joined today by my incredible client, April Federico. My name is Katarina Sakoshek and welcome to my channel. We're so excited right now. But April, first of all, do you just want to introduce yourself before we tell everyone what happened?
Thank you for having me, first of all. It's also surreal. So I am a lifestyle coach and nutrition counselor, as well as an author. So kind of a triple threat, if I do say so myself.
Love that.
But I am going to school to become an RD. So an RDN, so registered dietitian nutritionist.
And do you want to tell everyone what recently happened?
So well, these two quantum leaps. Like one of them was actually a job that I have outside of my coaching business. Which literally pays $2,000 a week, and I was not expecting that at all to happen. And then let's see, and then what recently happened and why Katarina and I are freaking out here is because one of my poetry books is being turned into a movie. I was actually in a Zoom meeting when he called, but so I had to let it go to voicemail. But I immediately called him back after that meeting, and I was just like, hey, what's going on? Haven't heard from you in a while. And because it really had been a while, like it had been since like March. And he said like Universal Studios wants to turn the Disappearing Act into a movie. And then the guy from Universal Studios called me, and he told me that like at first I misheard him. Like I thought he said like I would have to pay the $450,000, but then he said like no, because like I'm so used to hearing that. Like I'm so used to hearing like, oh, you have to pay this amount. Like, but the fact of the matter is like he's like no, you're getting paid that amount. So I was just like, holy crap. And I didn't say that, but I was thinking it.
Wow. But also it's not like you just waited and did nothing, right? You did certain things up until this moment, right? So the first thing I'm really curious about, April, is what did you do? What were you doing leading up to this incredible news? What did you do step by step for this to happen?
Yeah, sure. So in January, actually, this all started in January. So I wrote down everything what came to mind, what felt right in terms of what I wanted. And in here, this is my gratitude journal. And in February, I was diagnosed with diabetes. And it actually transformed my life. Days after I got home from the hospital, I actually received a call from someone who is actually my literary agent. That Benji Cole of CBS's People of Distinction here in the US wanted to interview me for my second poetry book, The Disappearing Act. And then the universe kind of tested me in a way. And well, that interview happened in March. And then, but throughout the month of March, the universe tested me in terms of my commitment to my then full-time job. I was set free from my full-time job at the insurance company. And here's the thing, I knew from the beginning that job wasn't for me. So if we're going step by step here, step one would be write it down. Step one would be write it down. Two, the universe will test you. And three, it's just kind of like a thing of letting go. which I'll get to in a second. And then I was tested again for financial hardships, and because I had lost that job. And I knew again, money was coming in. That's step 3, knowing. And I just didn't know exactly how. Don't focus so much on the how and just let it happen. And what accelerates the process is that you have to have patience and then just surrender to the universe, remain grateful, because money loves gratitude.
Oh, I love that.
And yeah, and it doesn't matter if people around you are grumpy or in a bad mood, like don't let those people impair your gratitude. Say this happened like since the beginning of this year. But there are ways to manifest faster, and I'm going to tell you how. If you can't write it down, say this, actually pray this. I am one with God. I am one with all I desire. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Wow.
Yeah, that's actually a hidden prayer in the Bible. And for a bonus, say, I am ready to see through the eyes of love.
How do you feel now that because I mean, we've been talking about the after effects, but we've both been experiencing these heightened emotions, right? Because it's, like you say, a quantum leap. And do you want to explain first your perspective on what a quantum leap is?
To receive, rather than like take. And
Right.
but just like receive with gratitude, and also just like completely like go into another vortex, knowing that you deserve to have what it is you wish to have.
Yeah. How did you let go of that imposter syndrome? Because I know that that's a, very common, a very common struggle amongst many business owners, entrepreneurs, creatives, who really, really struggle with imposter syndrome and self-doubt. How would you say you overcame that? Was it since we started working together that you experienced that? Was it before? Was there anything in particular that you did to ignore those emotions or overcome them?
Oh yeah. So it was definitely something I had to overcome. Well, like a 6-figure business is something I really wanted, but in this case, like the 6 figures didn't come from my business, it came from my book. We're all trying to manifest money, and but here's the thing. In order to overcome it, you need to ask yourself why you're feeling these feelings. Even like when starting nutrition school, like there was like this little gremlin in the back of my head, like judging me hardcore. It could have been like, an ex-boyfriend, or like, an ex-best friend, anyone who's done you wrong, could be like in the back of your head judging you.
True. When you're starting to grow, you get all these feelings and emotions that come up, and more often than not, 99% of the time, it's related to a childhood experience or memory, a parent, a teacher, a friend, even someone you didn't really know that told you something. It became a belief, and then later on in your life, you act according to that belief, right? So let's say you think, on a subconscious level, I'm dyslexic and I'll never be good enough because a teacher told you that as a child. You will always, believe that and act accordingly, and your results will reflect that until you become aware of why. It's more about this process of changing and letting go. Like you said, it's this continuous letting go, right? You're letting go of who you're not, of thoughts that are intrusive, that don't allow you to be who you really are and become that person. Because you've been changing. I mean, you've made so many energetic shifts. The question I had, April, before you decided to become a client of mine, what were your 3 biggest frustrations, would you say?
Yeah, like my biggest frustrations, I would definitely say number 1, finances. But we obviously got over that. And 2,
We definitely got it. Yeah.
2 was just like that lingering feeling of self-doubt. And it was just like making me so crazy. Do you ever have like one of those days where like everything's just going good and almost too good, and
Start to question.
and then you are just like waiting for the other shoe to drop, but really it's like we have to rely on ourselves.
Exactly.
It's like I forget who wrote this. It was either Emerson or Thoreau, but self-reliance.
Yes. Yeah.
And yeah, and that's definitely being put to use.
Right. Yeah. And I think a lot more of the work is going to come now, where if these feelings come up, like what's going to happen next? Is everything going to turn around? You know, do I really deserve this? And this is when the real work comes in. This, you're going to have to remind yourself even more how much you deserve this, and to like embody this new abundance, because it's a huge change. It's going to change your life. It's almost embracing, embodying it, grounding yourself as many times as you can, reminding yourself that you deserve it again and again.
Exactly.
So how would you say your life has changed now because of this? I mean, what's next for you?
Oh boy. Yeah, we talked like early this morning, and I thought I was like developing like psychic abilities, but like really it was just like me like changing from the inside. It was just like vibrations getting higher and higher. And then yeah, I mean it's just crazy how um my mindset has shifted, and my mind has been reprogrammed. So I literally had to reprogram my mind to thinking like, okay, how are like if people are going to buy from you, you have to like you have to show up for yourself first. And like you have to actually support yourself first. You have to create all these healthy habits.
Even if you consciously think, I want to change this and this and this about myself, if you haven't done the work and overcome certain traumas and certain beliefs, like one foot is on the gas pedal, the other is on the brake, right? So like you said, it's again a process of letting go of that, letting go of those beliefs, and really questioning what it is that holds you back. Like why am I feeling this way? Where does it come from? Because then it allows you to slowly come back to thinking of the future, imagining a new future, realizing that you deserve abundance. For anyone watching this, if you have a dream, if you have an idea, if you have something you want to put out there, just know it is possible. Follow the steps. You don't have to work extra hard. You don't have to work yourself to the bone, because you can go that way, but it might take you 10 years. But if you get the right support, right, whether it's a coach, whether it's a mentor, whether it's just your friend, like good people around you, it can change the game for you. So another question I had is, how has creative mastery coaching helped you the most?
Definitely like the accessibility that I have with you. I mean, like you're literally just a DM away. And and just like the fact that we go over mindset techniques, like you're very knowledgeable about like mindset stuff, and otherwise you wouldn't be in this position where you are today. And I have to say, it's kind of like what you said earlier, like just now. It was like if it's possible for others, it's possible for me. And I definitely said
Telling
that to
yourself
myself.
that, hey, you kept telling yourself that over and over again before it happened, right?
Oh yeah.
If it's possible.
Yeah, that's one thing I forgot to mention. But yeah, it's like a mantra that I had, and it just kept going, and it stuck with me.
What advice would you give to anyone looking to either work with me as a coach or looking to invest in a coach? What advice would you give them?
I would say totally go for it, because this is your quantum leap right here.
I love
Like Katarina has a gift, and it's like if you work with her, you will automatically go through a quantum leap.
that. I take it in. But you've been an absolute dream to work with, and you've just how much you've grown is crazy. It's just so insane in the past few weeks only. I mean, we haven't even been working together long. We've been working together a month. What was the most positive experience you've had so far in working with me?
Most positive experience. I would go ahead and say everything.
I love that.
Oh my goodness, but definitely the weekly calls help, because they really like have you wrap your own mind around things that you're going through, and they help you like realize your story and like where you're coming from, especially if you're like just starting out.
How would you say your relationship with money has changed now?
Yeah, definitely. So I would say it definitely changed because I came from a lot of lack. Like there was never enough. And then I realized that like money replenishes, and it's like, I mean, there's never a source of lack unless you create it.
Ooh, I love that. There's never a source of lack until you create it. It's true. When you act like an abundant person, what would an abundant version of April do? She would give more. She would let go of things that aren't who she really is. She would spend knowing it's going to come back 1,000-fold, 1,000,000-fold, right? It's like
Exactly.
you started to like embody this new version of yourself. It shows in your results, it shows in even how you communicate and speak. Just who you are now compared to even a month ago is drastically different. And I'm sure you can feel that.
Mm-hmm.
Right? I mean, and how you show up for yourself, like you said, how you show up for yourself every single day is just so inspiring to me too. I think you're also going to inspire a lot of people to take that leap forward, regardless of what that looks like for you. Sometimes when you take that massive leap forward, even if you're scared and you let go of the how, it comes to you. Like you said, you have to be patient though. You have to stop any form of resistance, however it is you do that.
And I'm not saying like you have to be like in the perfect mood 24/7. Like obviously life does happen, as long as you have the right attitude about it. I mean, you could feel totally angry, but you can turn that anger into something good.
Like, so what's the single biggest reason you would recommend working with me and creative mastery coaching? I'm curious.
Definitely if you not only want to make 6 figures, but because like Katarina really did change my life. And like it's like the best investment you'll ever make.
I'm so proud of you. You're amazing.
Thank you. Oh my goodness.
So
you're like my personal hype woman.
But any final thoughts you want to say, or any questions or anything at all, anything you want to share with the audience?
You can do anything you set your mind to.
So if you're curious about, learning more, I've dropped some links down below. If you're curious about working one-on-one with me and my team, our prices are going up really soon. So you can book a free discovery call with me down below. And I've dropped April's Instagram down below. Anything else you would like me to share in the description?
Yeah, if you want to get my book, The Disappearing Act. Yeah, so like before it becomes a movie. So just so you get a little preview.
Yes, I'm sure the audience would be really curious to take a look at your book. Sky's the limit. Your whole life can change in an instant. I always like to say you could be 3 feet away from gold. So please don't give up. I know there'll be times when you feel like giving up. They will. It's human. But you could be so close to your biggest breakthrough ever. Just keep going. You've got this. As long as you, like you said, you're there for yourself. You keep your own well full, your own cup full, so it can overflow.
Exactly. Thank you so much for having me, Kat.
Such a pleasure. Really hope you enjoyed that. Thank you so much for watching. Drop some links down below so you can book a free discovery call with me if you're interested in taking a quantum leap forward and building a 6-figure business. I've also dropped the link to my free course, which is all about how to get started building your business, doing what you love. And drop your questions in the comments, and any suggestions you have for videos you'd like to see, let me know. I've also dropped some more client results and what you can expect when working with us. We do have a guarantee, and we are looking for more entrepreneurs to work really closely with. So if you are a forward thinker, if you're looking to work for yourself, work from anywhere, then like I said, book a free discovery call with me down below, and let's see if and how I can help you. But thank you so much for subscribing. My name is Katarina Sakushik, and I'll see you all in the next video.